teachers, I have a wonderful creative resource for your students. It's called BigHugeLabs. It's an artistic tool made to turn pictures that you have, either that you found online or from your classroom, into fun projects and activities. Now, they do have an education account, and it allows you to sign your students in easily if they don't have email, and also they can turn in their projects to you pretty easily. But you can use it on your own just to make some fun activities for your classroom if you choose to. Now, when you first log in, these are all the choices you have. There are all these projects that your students or you can create, and these are so fun just to play with. Pictures that you have, pictures at home, pictures in your classroom, or from online, because you can use them all. Now, my students do not have access to Flickr, and it works well with Flickr, so I have to teach them how to download and upload pictures, but that is a basic computer science skill they need in the future. But if your kids are too young to do that, I'll show you something about how to sidestep that. So when I go to my account, I can see all the creations that I've already made, and I'm just going to show you one basic project because it's all set up the same way. You're going to see how easy it is to make one of these. So there's no need for me to show you each one, but I am going to show you the ideas, because I know a lot of times we learn how to use something, but we're stuck on the ideas, and I'll show you some other places to get ideas as well. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the mosaic tool. And when you choose a project, they're going to show you the layout of what it's going to look like when you're done. And I did not want that. As you can see, I only wanted 9 squares. So this is where you can customize your project. So I did a 3x3 square, and I'm going to use this. My kids are studying archaeology. I teach 3rd and 4th grade, and they have to learn the process. And so, of course, they have to use the tools. So I'm going to use this as a memory game. And they're going to work with partners, so they have to know the names of all these tools to match, and then they have to tell the partner what that tool is used for. So in order to finish this out, I'm going to show you how to choose the photo. So remember, I said if your students are too young and they cannot upload these photos, you can preload them. These are already preloaded, and I'm just going to simply pick the photo I want to have. Look how easy that is. And let's say that I don't know. So how you choose that photo is the same way that you would any other thing that you want to upload is choose the file and upload it, and it'll show up right there. You can put it in your project. When you click create, you're going to see it's created it for you. So there are the squares for my students to cut out and make for their memory game. So as you can see, I'm going to show you that you'll never lose. Look, there's the one I had originally, and then there's the new one that I edited. If I edit it again, guess what? It's going to give me a 3rd picture with it. So you will never lose any of the drafts, which is great if you run out of time. So since my students are studying these tools, I want to show you some different ways to do it. This is a great one. This is trading cards. These look like Pokemon cards. You could do this for letter sounds or things that start or letters in kindergarten. So they could trade different letters or find pictures that match the letters, or they make a list of what the letters begin with down here. So you can assign different values to cards secretly and have the students trade the cards, and at the end of the game, whoever has the highest number, like a plumb bob, that would be pretty rare because I'm sure a lot of students don't know what a plumb bob is. But something like this rope, they know what that is, and so that would be a lesser value. So at the end of the game, we add up our points to see who has the strongest deck. So trading cards is always a fun thing. They love making those. Another great one to make is a movie poster. And I like this because the students have to really put it down succinctly in a very creative way that they know the importance of this tool for archaeologists. So this is a grid. If an archaeologist didn't have a grid, they could not record the artifacts for data. And that is really a huge important part of an archaeologist's dig. So the student really got it and did a good job. And in the background, you can see the archaeologist. Another lesson you could do with that is the fact that movie posters, they don't have a lot on them, but they have to grab the attention of whoever's the moviegoers to make them want to see it. Another lesson on grabbing attention would be a magazine cover. And this is an example of a magazine cover that somebody made about the pick. And I like the magazine cover because you also can tie in a required written piece for this. So the article would actually be the write-up of the who, what, when, why, and how of the pick. So think about biographies. Students could do autobiographies. This would be such a great beginning of the year example. They would have their picture here, and then the inside would be their autobiography. A landform, if they're studying landforms. Wars, think about the different things in history that you could have on the front cover, and then their write-up would be in the inside. So these are just a few ideas. Here is one of those motivational posters. It's very popular in the meme world. So this is something that they could make. Again, you have to be pretty creative and to be able to express the importance of that tool. So you got to really know your stuff. Some resources I highly suggest is going to Twitter, because their feed gives you some examples, which this is where I got a lot of my examples from. Here you can see some trading cards, some Shakespeare character trading cards. Some stuff that the little students can do. It talks about choices the students make, and I really like this one for vocabulary. Think how motivated these motivating posters would be if the students knew that they could create these to express vocabulary. So go on BigHugeLabs Twitter page for some more ideas that you could use in your classroom. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you can use my Big Labs in your classroom. Thanks for watching.